What's up? You're muted. You are muted, sir. Unmute yourself on the screen. Nope. There you go. There we go. Live TV, people. Live TV. There we are.
Oh, that's crazy. I wasn't muted on my side.
Oh, I don't know. It showed you muted on my side.
Well, that helped. That helped because I unmuted myself, remuted myself, and then unmuted myself, and it worked. But how are you doing, sir? How are things?
A lot better now.
Sheesh.
A lot better now.
A lot better now. Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You said
I don't want to get off on a rant already.
Dude, I have a feeling that you woke up today with the wrong socks on. Was that what happened?
Yes, and I ripped them off. I ripped those socks off.
Jeez. All right. Shout out to Crypto King. Crypto King, I hope that you had better luck with the socks pre-sale. I'm sure you were in there. Desert is in a very dark place. He can't talk about it right now. He was just actually, like, you see him right now, and he's got his usual color. He looked like a cherry for the last 45 minutes. Yeah. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Daniel knows. Well, he knows a little bit. Daniel knows the pre-sale. And I don't blame the team for what happened originally. I do blame Axo because they screwed the pooch. I mean, people couldn't get transactions to go through. And then, I mean, it kept kicking wallets off, or at least for me. And then it finally goes through, and I think I have it. Eventually, I find out I don't have it, even though they took my money. Where I blame the team is that when it came to trying to resolve this issue, all they did was kick it over to Axo. They're like, open a ticket in Axo. They're like, we'll do this. And it's like, it's not working. There are no orders on Axo. It's not working. It's just not working. There's nothing there. They put out a statement, open a ticket in Axo. So I open a ticket in Axo, and then I open, 100% shit show. And then I open a ticket in Cardano Socks, and it's like 3 people responded to the ticket, but none of them read what was said prior to them entering the friggin' ticket. So I explained myself like 3 times in the friggin' ticket. And then Axo, I don't understand. They're the platform launching the token, and there's nobody home. Nobody. I opened a ticket, hour and a half later, still no response. Finally, Melon just pops into the chat and was like, oh yeah, go to Dex Hunter, hit the cancel button. And I went there and boom, canceled, and it was gone. And I had people arguing with me. And then they deleted one of my one of my messages when I responded to Melon saying, oh, finally somebody in here that knows what's going on. And they deleted it. Sheesh. And then they want to argue with me and ask me, oh, well, it's not that, Yeah, exactly. Fozzie ended up canceling his on Dex Hunter.
We did too.
Some of them aren't being allowed. It's not allowing them to cancel on Dex Hunter, though. I was talking with Mike D in the chat, and he was like, no, you're not listening to me. It won't let me cancel it. And I was like, well, then I don't know, bro, because that's the only way I was able to cancel it. And it's not about the money. I knew the money was going to come back. It's the unprofessionalism and the straight up ineptitude of the team. And it's like they had 40 people. I mean, not literally, but all different kinds of people trying to explain what's going on. And it's like, I put it this way. During the mint, when somebody had an issue minting a boss, we didn't say, oh, well, you got to open
somebody else's fault.
Yeah, you got to open a ticket with Yepple. You open a ticket with Yepple and they'll figure it out. No, we contact Yepple. We let them know what's going on. They explain the situation or fix the situation. We get back with our community because it's not Yeppel's community, it's our community, and we resolve it to the best of our abilities. These guys, I don't know how they're going to run a successful project. Token price will probably go up. They're claiming to be an RWA, custom socks, something, something, something. I don't know. Token price will probably go up, but that doesn't mean they have a clue what they're doing. If they can't handle this right, they can't handle the community right. And then they get all defensive in the chat when you're just making statements.
When you have to delete people's comments in your general chat because you're not able to handle it, that's crazy. And I mean, us, when we did our mint, not everything went perfectly, right?
No.
We had a couple of things. There always are a couple of things. But when somebody had an issue, we said, hey, we understand what's going on. We're going to go find an answer to the question you've asked us, and we are going to resolve this in whatever way that we can as soon as possible, right? And then Yeppel, shout out to Yeppel. Yeppel was freaking amazing. Very quickly did they have responses all of the time for everything, and they were able to fix everything very quickly.
And even to this day, when we have our mint paused, they still like retweet us and give us encouraging stuff on Yeppel's awesome, bro.
Was told to cancel order and buy on Splash at 3 times the price. Nope, exactly. Get out of here.
Yeah, no,
crazy.
No, exactly. I won't buy into the project. I mean, I don't want to FUD people's bags. I'm just talking about the team. May your bags go to Valhalla. May you get a lot of money, get in, get out. I'm telling you, it's a learning curve. I mean, John and I both know that being founders, it's definitely a learning curve. You will never do everything right. But it's how you handle the adversity of the situation. You're either professional 100%. About it or you pass the buck to somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely not.
So
can't do that. Right. And you also can't shift blame, right? When you are when you are the person that has made certain statements and you are the person that people are going to for guidance, you can't say it's not my fault because you're the reason why they're here. Right. So it's 100% your fault to resolve their problem, and it's not their fault or their responsibility to resolve their problem when you brought them here, right? Crazy. But in good news, I got my luggage back. It's only been 3 months. This is why I got this XRP shirt on. Shout out to
this
XRP.
Was just happenstance.
This was happenstance. I got my bag back. I said, I'm going to put my XRP shirt on. And then Dad put his XRP shirt on too. So,
I was like, oh, XRP's in the title tonight. I need to wear my XRP shirt. It was just, but
100%. What I will say though is thank you so much, Copa Airline. F Avianca. Don't ever fly on that ever. If you have to kayak, make sure that you kayak before you fly Avianca. Imagine and think about this the next time that you're booking a cheap flight. Avianca, absolutely not. Copa Airlines, sure. But what I will say is my bag disappeared in Panama for like almost 3 months. Okay. When I found it, there were literally 3 things missing, and they're very strange things, I think, right, that are missing. But some cubic zirconia earrings and a gold-plated necklace, right? That's not a very expensive necklace, but it was a gold-plated necklace. And my shaving bag. But the bag, they took all the stuff in it out. So there's another bracelet that's actually worth an all right amount of money. That if somebody had known that, they should have taken that more so than all the other stuff that they took. But they took everything out of the bag, but they took my shaving bag. So I don't have a cute little leather shaving bag that my dad bought for me like 15 years ago. So whoever stole that, you're a jerk. I can't believe it. Avianca, you're the worst. Copa Airlines, thank you for resolving my problem. And I'm sorry, Avianca made it your problem. But
Right,
at my close
right.
back, guys, this is very exciting times for me. Without further ado, I think we're going to get into market update. We got so many things going on. And
Yes.
can we just like out of jest look at the SOX chart on Tap Tools?
No.
All right.
I will say this. The price is holding. The price has went up and the price is holding. So I mean that's good, but they're not going to get any promotion from me
Okay.
on this
That's
freaking
fair.
channel. Neither
So-
is Axos. Axos can get bent. I had a ticket open for an hour and a half. We got people in the general chat. Nothing. I don't care if it's a small team or not. If you're the platform launching the token, you think you'd be available, right? I'm just saying.
100%. So, all right.
Yeah,
So
see, I'm with you,
FSOX.
Fozzie. Nope.
F-SOX. So if you're thinking about it, don't think about it. We're not talking about it anymore. It's dead. All
That's
right.
it.
Save your money. Don't go in there. You
I
know,
we're just never talk about it again. That's it.
Yeah. Without further ado, let's get into market updates. Also, it's Tuesday. I have a heart out today. Big love to everybody, but we're gonna get through all of this. Boom.
And before we get into it, do us a favor.
yeah.
If you're on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We go live Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST, bringing you daily update in what's going on in crypto. If you're on Twitter, do us a favor, tag some DGens, repost the post, all that good stuff.
How's my XRP doing? Good. But I will say
Actually,
I didn't
actually very well.
I didn't pull up this article because I read it, and it was one of those things where they had a bunch of things they were saying, but there was no root. Talking about a hard on. Sheesh. Anyways, I actually, if XRP does have a 20% correction, I think that might be a cool DCA. If it does,
I do believe at this point,
correction.
I do believe at this point that maybe a little irresponsible not to have a little bag of XRP in your portfolio.
Yeah.
It ain't got to be your biggest one. I mean, it's already pumped 6x in 6 months or 7 months. So maybe not a huge portion unless you already have it, but still think it'd be worth picking up. And we might, you know what? We might do something in the DCA portfolio. Maybe we'll throw the whole 100 in XRP this Friday, something like that.
Well, but I'm saying that if there is a 20% correction, I think that that's a no-brainer. We have to look at that for sure.
Oh, yeah. For
That's
sure.
what
For
some
sure.
of the articles are talking about. But
yeah,
without further ado, let's get into the market update. Let's check it out. Thank you guys for reposting, sharing, liking. We appreciate you guys. And if everybody were to share this with one person, it's mathematically, scientifically proven we would have twice as many people joining us tonight. Wagwan, Crypto Jesus. Appreciate you, man. Also,
I don't know what that weird Canadian language you're speaking is there, but
it's actually
good evening.
Patois, like Jamaican, I think. Jamaican patois. But it's like a thing. It's also like how they talk in Toronto, I'm pretty sure. I watched that one video of that girl speaking in Toronto, and I'm pretty sure that pretty sure that's where Crypto Jesus got Wagwan from. But anyways, no, shout out to everybody. Big love and market update.
Let's go.
Boom.
All right. Let's get the freshest data going here. Boom. So we're down another 1.6% today, coming in at $3.599 trillion. Real low volume today. It's expected. It is the Tuesday before the FOMC, coming in at $136 billion. Bitcoin dominance with a nice little jump over 56 to 56.1. Ethereum at 10.4 and 2.5 GWei to send to ETH transaction. Torontonians. Def use it, but yes, it's a patwa. Prob spelled wrong.
I mean, you've definitely seen that one girl speak in Toronto, like Toronto slang, haven't you? It's crazy.
No, I don't go to Canada much.
Oh geez, I'm gonna have to find it so you can
Oh,
watch it.
great.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Great.
All right, let's go ahead and keep going.
All right, so we got Bitcoin coming in at 101,882, pretty much flat on the day. We got Ethereum at 31,117, down 2.2%. XRP at 308, up 1.2%. Even still, $3. I mean, that's still a decent DCA. Solana at 230, down 2.1. BNB at 669, down 1.5. We got Dogecoin at 3262, down 2.4. Cardano at 92.89, down 0.6. Who cares about Lido staked Ether? Let's find Sui. Sui coming in at 372, down 5.2. All right, let's see the biggest gainers on the day are going to be Movement, up 17.3. Wow, Dogwoof Hat up 5.7. BitTensor up 5.3. Uniswap at 4.7. Ondo up 3.6. That could be off of the XRP news, or it could just because Ondo is awesome. Monero's up 3.5, Radium up 1.5, and then nothing really going on outside of that. Biggest losers on the day, Floki. So we got one meme coin in the top gainers, and we got the rest of them in the losers. Makes me wonder what happened with Dogwoof Hat today. So we got Floki down 12.9, Athena down 9.9, WorldCoin down 9.6, FET or AS. Wow, $1. $1. If you missed FET, this is an awesome buying opportunity, in my opinion. $1. Just saying. Down 9.3%. Bonk down 8.4. Pepe down 8.4. Render down 8.1. And then they just keep going down. All right, let's take a look at the market. There's really not much to look at it. It is the Tuesday before the FOMC. So we're probably just going to trend down. We'll probably get my experience with the FOMC. We trend down maybe in the middle of the night. Europe wakes up, Asia wakes up. We get a nice little pump. We start to pump in the morning. Then it dies off. And then we might get a little correction or something like that. And then Jerome Powell opens his mouth and all hell breaks loose. And it don't matter if it's bullish or bearish. We go up, we go down, we go up, we go down. And then depending on the news is where we end up settling, going up to the upside or to the downside. So it's going to be very volatile. It's not something I think the charts are going to reflect, but we will take a look here. So coming out to the daily, we are maintaining this level right here, this 101 level. This is a very heavy resistance level or support level. I mean, you can see the high volume node right here. Obviously, your point of control is down here at about 96, but this has been a very key level of support, and we are holding it. We are printing a green candle. We've had 4 red candles in a row, a couple of long wicks on this one, wicks up and down on this one, and now we're printing a green candle. So when we go, oops. All right, let me open this up. So when we're looking, everything is kind of trending to the downside. You got the momentum. Your momentum is still rolling down. Money flow is coming out. But your VWAP is turned and is slowly coming up. Your Stokes are down. Your blue line right here is probably getting ready to reverse or go flat. So Stokes are getting ready to reset. We could see that by the end of tomorrow. You know, we put us right. So this is where we're at right here. One more little tick. So tomorrow's candle, about the time we go live, we can see that bottom out, and then start to return back to the upside. RSI, we are below the 14 moving average, but we are still above the 50 line, which is your bull and bearish line. You know, when we play around down here, we're bearish. When we play around up here, we're still bullish. So we did bounce off the 21 twice. So that's good. You know, we broke through it, came back up, and we're bouncing off it. So we're still holding good in structure. My only worry is like a double top scenario. If we were further along, if this was like March or April, then I would be like, yeah, we're probably going down. But being the end of January, we're still in Q1. This is just a pullback right here, in my opinion. So we go down to the 4 hour. You know, we're still above the 200 on the 4 hour. You can see we were below it down here, and we broke above it. Now we've bounced off it, back up over the 101 SR, and boom. Our Stokes are overheated. They are going to the downside, but your RSI is flipped. And can't really see that. So money flows to the downside. We did get a red dot and the momentum cut back to the downside. VWAP is starting to go up a little bit. So we could see a little bit of bearishness. I mean, you never know. See 4 hours. So 1, 2, what's that? That's Wednesday. So Wednesday at about 1 o'clock or noon Eastern is right here. And we could see that come down, reset, and then go back up. So noon Pacific is right around the time that Jerome Powell is going to speak. So we could see that reset. We don't necessarily have to lose the trend level or the SR level for these to go down. We can just kind of bounce around in here while the Stokes reset and the momentum kind of falters and rounds and goes back to the upside. So not looking super bearish, but definitely not looking bullish. I think it's just the calm before the storm, like every FOMC meeting. So let's look at SWE real quick. SWE looks to be, has definitely lost the 7-8. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Boom. If you go from there, you go from this move on the 4 hour to the top. Looks like we wicked beautifully off of the 786. And now we are bouncing around inside of the golden pocket, which is nice. Your 786 is a big accumulation level, but we still have money flow going to the downside. We still have momentum to the downside. We still have the Stokes going to the downside. Also, our RSI is down here in the bearish territory. It did bounce and get above the 14 MA, so that is good. I think SWE is pretty much in the same boat. We're just waiting for some kind of positive movement because this thing has been ranging like crazy. So when Bitcoin would pumped up to 106 and up to 104, you can see we get a pump and then Bitcoin starts selling off. So SWE starts selling off. The charts are very similar. And I think we're just waiting for some good fundamental news for this to change course. If we come out here on the daily, now on the daily is looking real good for a reversal. So you have the Stokes, boom, faltering down to the downside, and they're getting ready to turn. We're getting ready to get that clip on the momentum wave of right here. We're getting ready to probably get that double green dot. We got the VWAP, nice slow movement to the upside. Money flow is coming down into the red, so hopefully we see that turn in on itself and go to the upside. But you can tell RSI, same thing. It's kind of trending to the downside, just like your Stokes. So they are resetting, and I do expect this to turn around here soon. So definitely bullish on SWE. Just kind of seeing it. And let's see here. Let me get rid of this one. Oh, I didn't have. Let's re-pull that. So this is on the daily. So we're going to go from the lowest point to the top. And you can see even on the daily, we're bounced right off of that 786, that accumulation zone right there. And it happens to be just above our SR level at 345. So as long as this holds the 786, we could bounce around here a little bit, another day or two, and then boom, back to the races. Cardano is pretty much in the same boat. Here we are on the daily. Pulled the fib earlier, and low point to the top. Boom, we're bouncing right off of this 786 accumulation zone, which happens to be the 90-cent SR level. Same thing with the Stokes. They're definitely reset, just kind of floating here on the bottom. You got your momentum coming down, VWAP going back to the upside, but we got a hard spike in the money flow. And you guys know the past couple of days, we just been dumping momentum coming down. So I like to see this start to clip off when the Stokes start to change and go back to the upside. 4 hour, we are still under on the 4 hour, which is bearish. We got above it back here on Monday. We lost it, could not get back above it. We actually hit our head on the 21 and came back down. And Stokes to the downside, momentum, everything to the downside. Hour, we're still under the 200, but we do have Stokes to the upside, momentum, VWAP, everything going to the upside. So it's kind of like mixed messages across the time frames. But all in all, like I said, I think we're just in a holding pattern. Now, let's look at XRP. And let me get a clean chart on here. Remove everything. Let's go to the weekly. Obviously, we're not going to have much data on the weekly. XRP ain't been this high in like 8 years, 7 years. Yeah, about 7 years. About 7 years, maybe 8 years. So let's go ahead.
Crazy.
So there's your all-time high. And we are on the weekly. Whoop. Hold on. For some reason, my filter, there we go. My gaming streaming filter just kind of popped up to record my screen, even though I don't do gaming or any of that. Kind of weird, right?
A little bit weird. A little strange.
It's like built into the NVIDIA, the GPU, I guess. I don't know anything about gaming. But okay. So we got 5 green candles to the upside. So let's see here. We are getting a bearish div on the weekly. Right here, definitely on the momentum. And even on the RSI. So we are getting bearish divs across everything on the weekly for XRP. If we were on a different time frame, I would think that we're dumping. But these weeklies, I believe we have a bullet or bearish div on Bitcoin's weekly too. This price can just still keep going, and we'll see these Stokes just kind of ride. See, like this period right here, it went from July, the 22nd of July, all the way to the 30th of September before it finally took a dump and then started going back up. So, and we've been up here since November, January. That's only 2 months. I mean, I guess it's about 2 months, but it didn't have this dip in it. So we could just see it come back to the upside. But there's our SR levels. There's our SR levels on the weekly. Let's come into the daily. Move these around a little bit. So boom. We got nice support right there at about 271. We have the all-time high at 339. And then you have pretty much right next to it, 329 is going to be your actual bodies of the candle right here. Kind of looking like, I don't know, the daily's looking good though. I mean, momentum's coming down and the money flow. Money flow is coming down, but your VWAP's coming up, and it looked like it tried to clip right here, but then it continued to the downside. So it wouldn't surprise me if like we get, it pumps a little bit. We get 5-10% pump or something like that out of it. We turn green and the momentum starts to go back to the upside. Your Stokes are nice and reset down here. See that? I mean, I would be worried about this symmetrical triangle right here. I mean, these are a 50-50 pattern. So it could take us, and it's getting ready. It looks like it's getting ready to make a decision. We got a long wick to the downside, a long wick to the upside. But so it could take us 33% to the upside to 415, or $34% to the downside. So on a symmetrical pattern, it's going to be a 50-50 pattern. So let's get rid of that. What did that article, what was the reason that article gave for a 20% pullback?
It basically said that, I mean, it pretty much said that it's overbought and that they think that we shot too high too quickly. And then so there's likely a 20% retracement around the corner. It didn't give any solid things. It was just giving past price predictions, and it didn't seem that, you know what I mean? But I'm saying that if there is a pullback, we should look at that. Anybody that sees a pullback heavily here.
I don't see anywhere that we're overbought unless they're on like a multi-week, because even this is the daily right here. And our Stokes are we're down here at 1.2 on the Stokes. RSI is sitting down here at 60. So none of those are indicating overbought. Momentum is way down. That's not indicating overbought. So I'm not too sure. Now, we were overbought back here.
Yeah,
for sure. When we had that skyrocket of a run, look at that. See all that green? Let me show you this. See all this? This is overbought. Anything above the 70 is technically overbought, but in bull runs, it'll stay overbought for weeks and weeks and weeks. And as you can see, I mean, this from November 10th to December 8th. So this stayed overbought for a month. Extreme overbought. RSI, everything. And you can tell same with the Stokes right here. This is the area of the Stokes. Boom. Same with the momentum. You can tell. Boom, boom, boom.
Dude, and I think the XRP ETF news is coming out before the end of February.
It would not surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me. In my opinion, XRP will be the next NFT. It just has too much.
ETF. You said
ETF, NFT. Yeah. It'll probably be an NFT too, but yeah, XRP will definitely be the next ETF. Even coming down to the 4 hour. We get through this real quick. I know John has a heart out and he has a bunch of articles.
7.
Oh yeah. So I got to get out of this.
No, you're good. You're good.
This, I mean, I guess you could look at this one of two ways on the 4 hour. You could say we're either in this falling channel or like broadening wedge. Or we're just looking at a channel. Or You could call this as a fake out breakout right here, and then stay inside this pattern of a triangle. I think on the 4 hour, this looks better. We're more of in this downward trend right here, this downward channel. So it doesn't mean that we're not going to come down to the bottom of this channel, and that's an 11% move. It doesn't mean we're not going to come down, touch, and then go back up. But we have a lot of, it's very tight right here, except for a few breakouts. Broke out, broke up, boom, tight, 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 broke down, broke up, back to pretty much, if you drew a line through this, that's all that price action, boom, 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 kind of like a median line, like on your Bollinger Bands. So it wouldn't surprise me if we come back down to the bottom of this channel, but that's 271. That's an awesome buying opportunity. And it could wick down there or go down there for like 8 hours and then pop back up with the V shape, kind of like it did right here. You figure this move right here was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this move was only a day, 28 hours. It dumped from, if I get that out of the way, it dumped from 313 to a low of 264 and then back to 304 in 28 hours. So just because we get a nice pullback or just because we come back down to the bottom of this channel does not mean it's over. Let's see here. We got Stokes coming down, momentum, red dot, everything coming down. But like I said, I just think that is the run up to the FOMC tomorrow, and overall bullish on XRP.
Let's go. So I got a bunch of bullish articles about XRP, and we'll actually start with the first one, which is bookmarks. Let's see. There we are. All right. So breaking, X and Visa launch a digital wallet power move. X just signed Visa as its first major partner to roll out long-awaited digital wallet system. The deal lets users link debit cards, send money instantly, transfer funds directly to bank accounts. Oh, shoosh. I just wanted to see the more. With Visa on board, that vision is inching closer to reality, and the source is Bloomberg. So this is massive. We know Elon's been talking about blockchain, crypto wallets, and money transmitting being WeChat of America. This is a massive leap towards that objective. I'm so excited about this. Shout out to Mario Knopfel. Then AI Colony. This has breaking news about AI, but he says it's only been a few days since China's DeepSeek R1 dropped, and it's insane. Spoiler, ChatGPT is now behind. We talked about DeepSeek yesterday. This is a really great article. I highly recommend people follow at the AI Colony. They basically are a news aggregator for everything that's AI. I'm not going to go into this whole thing, but he has 10 actual examples of how DeepSeek outperforms ChatGPT and in all the different things that it can do. Which
I think they were hit with a cyber attack today.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
I mean, it's convenient.
We
lose 1.5 trillion in the stock market yesterday. Today, DeepSeek gets hit with a cyber attack. I'm not drawing conclusions, but
what I'm saying is, when you mess with the king, no. When you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably what's going on there. I thought this was cool. Shout out to the Omens. But we're proud partner with Olympus Insights, led by Nate. Olympus stock trade and their Ollie platform to educate and empower the next generation of Web3 pioneers. And then so they have Omen lessons on IP, NFTs, and DAOs for the Ollie audience of 26,000 plus students. So,
and if you go to our YouTube channel,
go
to our YouTube channel and search Olympus Insights. We have a very awesome interview with Nate.
Yep.
Yeah, with Nate from Olympus Insights and the Ali token and what it does and about free learning and earning. It's learn to earn, I believe.
Yep. We love it.
Have not only do we have an interview with him, John and him on an interview, we have a live stream with him also.
Yes.
So we have multiple things on Olympus Insights if you guys look into it.
Highly recommend for you to look into it. Very excited about the project. I'm passionate about learning. I think learn to earn is one of the best things. And I think that this is just the start. I'm excited for people to be able to learn anything on the internet and then earn a badge. So instead of going to college, you'll actually have an NFT to represent your understanding in different materials. And that democratizes the opportunities that people have globally to learn and to get credentials, because credentials don't really matter unless you understand what you had to learn to earn those credentials. Right. A lot of people can get the degree, but that doesn't mean that they're smart, right? But
that's a fact.
Education is changing, and I'm excited about this shift in education. I want to see gamified education, and I feel like learn to earn is the first steps into that. But I'm not going to get on my soapbox there. This breaking news we talked about yesterday, but Ripple secures money transmitter license in New York and Texas, bringing it total U.S. licenses to over 50. So it has over 50 U.S. licenses. Massive. We love Ripple. We love what they're doing. And I liked this tweet from Nemo. He said, if you love Cardano, explore other chains, make some money, and come back to support the real ones. 2025 is the year for W's. Take it. And then Trump just called Congress to abolish income tax. This is huge. I'm sad that he didn't spell it huge. But it's okay. Not everybody can be cool like that. And then we got Carl the Moon. We talked about this. His first target is a local top at $1.30, based on this chart pattern, and he sees it going up to $1.90. I think it's inevitable, and it'll get there soon. And just in, Microsoft is in talks to acquire TikTok. So all you people that want to doom scroll forever on TikTok, all the people that, do the dances and whatever and do the mewing, you guys will have a place for that. Microsoft is going to be your daddy and make sure that you can keep doing that. But now let's get into some articles. So this is one that I think is probably one of the biggest. The FTSE Russell is going to launch crypto indexes through Sonar partnership. The FTSE 100, which is a subsidiary of the London Stock Exchange, said institutional investors are now more interested in on-chain data and crypto metrics than ever. And so the stock market index provides provider FTSE Russell, which I want to point out, we talked about this a very long time ago when it was a whisper, and now it's happening. So everybody that was paying attention during the bear market, the stuff is coming to fruition that we were talking about as a future thing during the bear market. So this is an example thereof. One of the old news that happened through the bear market was a partnership between, which one was it? It was one of the Arweave, a partnership between Arweave and Amazon. Keep looking for that partnership to be announced during this bull market, because during the bear market, that led to a 50% increase. And what happens a lot of times in these news cycles is the information comes out, and then it comes out when it's exciting, right? So all this information already came out. Now it's going to come out again when it's exciting. People are going to be bullish. Prices are going to go up. So what I would be looking for if I was you, and I think that I actually found this list in the past, but what are the crypto projects that will be involved in this crypto index? So it might not be a big deal now, but looking for those things, those will be the opportunities that when this goes live, will likely have the biggest gains and impact. And these are kind of like premeditative wins, right? So pay attention to things like this. Do your research. I mean, this is a call right here. I'm making a call that anything that gets put in here is going to have a big pump. will do very well during this cycle. There will be a lot of institutional interest in things that are listed here. But let's see if it actually has any of these listed here in this article. Let's see. It doesn't. It just talks about how good the other ETFs in the US did. But this is something I would look for, and I found this before. It exists. Look for what is going to be listed on the FTSE Russell. This is a call. You're welcome. Make some money. All right. Trump's executive order raises EU concerns over USD stablecoin dominance, because USD is the dominant stablecoin. USD dollar peg stablecoins account for 97% of the global stablecoin market, raising concerns in the EU about Trump's plan to push the dollar dominance through stablecoins, which is genius because it already has dominance. So all you have to do is keep it. And that's easy. We control the global currency, so you just give a higher return on staking, right? Or deposits, right? Of US stablecoin. Boom.
Right.
Win. I think we're a shoe-in to be the world leader in this, but I love it. But US President Trump's executive order on the United States leadership in digital financial technology has escalated the European Union's concern around US dollar dominance in the stablecoin market. This is actually kind of funny after an article about Russia making their own digital currency. So they obviously see this as a massive risk as well. But the European Central Bank Executive Board member Piero Cipollone, I feel like it's Italian, the digital euro's role in supporting Europe's financial and strategic autonomy at the panel of the 13th ILF conference on the future of finance sector in Frankfurt on January 24. Cipollone, I don't know, expressed concerns over the alarming US dollar dominance in the stablecoin market, which is one of the biggest reasons for the European Union to continue building its central bank digital currency. Lame excuse, but okay. US dollar stablecoins account for 97% of all stablecoins globally. During the panel, they raised concerns over Europeans' growing reliance on the international card schemes, which currently settle more than 60% of card payments in the EU. So this is probably things like Visa and MasterCard. He also mentioned the rapid growth of mobile apps payments in the EU, which saw its value share in day-to-day retail payments transactions from 1% in 2019 to 9% in 2024. That's still pretty massive, especially when you're talking about that big of a market. At the time of writing, backed stablecoins account for 97% of the global stablecoin market, or US-backed. That's what it should have said, which is valued at $215 billion, according to CoinGecko. This is massive. And then what he's talking about is Trump pushes dollar sovereignty and further growth through stablecoins. And he said no CBDCs, but yes, stablecoins. We need all of them to be dollar-based denominations. Boom. We love that.
We don't need a CBDC if the government controls the stable coins.
That's also true. But you know,
I'm just
I don't know.
I'm just being a cynic, bro.
No. I think you're right, 100%. Because I mean, all they have to do is let Circle be the biggest global stablecoin, and then they have to be like, "Hey, Circle, now do you want to make a lot of money, and for us to make sure that you forever make a lot of money, or do you want us to take you over?"
Right.
Do you want the stick or the stick? It's pretty much how the government typically works. Like, you want us to hit you with it, or are you trying to sit on it? The choice is yours. So that's what's going on here. So OpenSea faces backlash over OS2 private beta airdrop dynamics. There's a lot of speculation that OpenSea is likely going to have a airdrop for an OpenSea token. They've done some interesting things like move their business to the Cayman Islands. They've done some things like the original NFT holders of OpenSea's Genesis NFTs. They're the only ones that have access right now to the upgraded version of its marketplace. So the speculation is by using that marketplace the same way in Magic Eden and some of these other airdrops, only those 50,000 holders of the NFTs and the people that have probably stockpiled a bunch of them are the only ones that are able to access this and potentially get an airdrop right now. So people are mad. 50,000 sounds like a lot. But for a platform like OpenSea that does probably billions in transaction volume, 50,000 is not actually that many people.
No.
So there's a lot of people that are upset about this. And this is my favorite thing. Oh, wait, hold on. This is not. Here's one of the frustrations. It's a bit frustrating to have 10 million plus in lifetime trading volume on the OpenSea platform and not have access to its V2 beta because checks notes. I don't own a Genesis NFT. And then here is what one of the most clear messages that I've ever seen from leadership about this whole dramatic situation is seeing some confusion out there. Goes without saying, but we haven't forgotten the OGs who helped build this space from day one, day zero. So if you guys are thinking that you're going to get clarity about whether or not they're going to drop an airdrop, they're currently an American company, and yes, they moved themselves to the Cayman Islands, but the point here is we'll see what happens. Seeing some confusion out there, not going to clear it up at all. That's basically what this tweet says. So if you're worried about the airdrop, you know, 'tis what it is. You might get it, you might not. If you have a Genesis NFT, use the platform. Good luck.
And speaking of airdrops, there may or may not be a new post in a new channel in our Discord.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
And it may or may not have guidelines about some of the things you might want to think about if you were hoping to potentially maybe or maybe not get an airdrop. So it's official. If you ask my lawyer said that you may or may not get an airdrop, but it might be worth the read. That's what he said. I asked him.
There it is. There it is.
So something else we got here is Sonic's TVL. Sonic used to be Phantom, the FTM token. Sonic's TVL rises 66% to 253 million since the rebranding from Phantom. It says Sonic claims to be the world's fastest EVM chain with a true 720 millisecond blockchain finality, which that's pretty crazy.
Didn't Aaron say he's been having a lot of fun on Sonic, that he really likes it?
He did say that. And with that,
he's a developer.
I'm kind of interested to check out Abstract. Abstract is another blockchain that has had a lot of buzz and hype here lately. And that one is supposed to be for onboarding a bunch of users. So I would love to, I'm going to try to, maybe put some money in Sonic and try to use
you only got a few minutes left before you're hard out. Why don't we get to the articles that are in the title, sir?
Yes. So Ondo Finance's 185 million tokenized U.S. Treasury offering joins the XRP ledger. And a couple of these articles are repetitive, but one of the big things about Ripple that people don't necessarily understand is Ripple's, one of their biggest technological advancements is something that's called ODL. ODL is on-demand liquidity.
Right.
So they're actually able to do things. Let me explain one of the use cases, okay? When you're on a trip and let's say you're driving across country and you stop at a rest stop and there is a chips machine, right? A snack machine or a soda pop machine. On-demand liquidity allows people to actually purchase things from that machine that is not connected to the internet with XRP. And that liquidity is there so then people later can come and then get it, if that makes sense. So where people fill up the machines and then take out the cash, there's actually a different method that could work. You could use that for all kinds of different use cases. This is super exciting and big in general. But the expansion allows institutional investors to mint and redeem OUSG tokens around the clock using Ripple RLUSD stablecoin. So Ondo Finance introduces its tokenized U.S. Treasury offering, OUSG, to the enterprise-focused XRPL ledger network. Tokenized treasuries are a booming asset class at the intersection of traditional finance and digital assets, allowing investors to park on their on-chain cash to earn yield and use them as collateral. Ondo Governance Token jumped 4% following the news. Ondo Finance, a tokenized real-world asset platform, is bringing its 185 million U.S. Treasury token to the enterprise-focused XRPL network to expand the offerings for institutions, the company said on Tuesday. So I'm not going to go into the rest of this. We have an amazing Ondo video that you should check out. We're bullish on Ondo.
Yes.
Very excited about it. And XRPL news today. Ripple's ODL expansion could propel XRP to $15. Look at it. We have an astronaut dabbing on him, dude. He just finished the dab and he went back to the other side. That's what we got going on here. But Ripple's ODL expansion could propel Ripple to $15, which is bullish. With that being said, I have to get out of here. We love it, and you're all great. So that's all she wrote.
Yep. And a 15. Now I can get behind a $15 XRP.
I would love
so
it.
when people start talking $50 and $60 and $589 for sure.
We need Bitcoin dominance to hurry up and collapse. We don't. We need it to go higher so I can pump and fill my bags full of all of the tokens that I want to pump when Bitcoin dominance collapses. All right. Thank you, Bullish Bob. You're amazing. Thank you for joining us. We come to you live Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST. Please like, share, and subscribe. And ubiquitous. It is very difficult for me to pronounce that word, but I feel like I did an okay job. Shout out to everybody out here. Thank you guys for joining us. Good night, Crypto Jesus. Good night, Hops. Big love to everybody. We will see you tomorrow night, same time, same place, 6 p.m. PST. Any final words?
No, let's get it.
Check out the airdrop farming alpha in the Empire, JPEG Empire Discord. If you don't have the Discord, follow at JPEG Empire on Twitter, and the link is in the description of the account. So you can go to the Discord and check out this airdrop farming alpha. All right, we'll see you on the next one.